For those who know me, this video won't come as a surprise, or the content of this video, should I say, because I'm going to talk about religion. Now, I do this in my books, on my blog posts, and on my pages quite often, but it's time more people heard about this, because quite frankly, something needs to be done about those who sit in churches or other places of worship who profess to believe in God, but who actually are the ones that offend him the most. I'm talking about the hypocrites. The ones who sit there and go to church or a place of worship to be seen to be there. People who go and who sit there looking at their watch as often as they can, hoping it'll be over soon. People who rush through their prayers, say them parrot fashion, with no thought at all as to what each word says or means. No feeling at all. Just, I'm in here, it's a sense of duty, let's be here, let's get out again as quickly as possible and get on with life. I also mean those people who sit there and somehow feel superior to everybody else because they're at church and because they belong to a religion and they follow God, in their eyes. If a person truly knows God, loves him, and wants to serve him, they don't need to be part of a religion. Religion's good for those who want it and who follow it properly, and for those who lead in it properly. But sadly, a lot of leaders and followers aren't doing it as God wishes it to be done. When Jesus said to Peter, "Thou art Peter, and on this rock I will build my church," as I said in my book, You Are God's Church. God's church isn't buildings, different religions. It's you. Every single person in the world that God created. That is his church. What he asks of us is for us to live good lives, to love each other, respect each other, not to feel superior to each other. Remember how we're told, he who exalts himself shall be humbled? I think it's time most people sitting in churches remembered those words. No one religion is superior to another. No one sitting in a church or professing to follow God and love God is superior to another. It doesn't matter by what name you call him. There is one creator, one. He's known by different names. He's worshipped and served and followed in different ways, but it's still the same person. If you believe in Jesus Christ, then you believe not that he died and suffered to save just Catholics or Christians. He died to save all mankind because God created all of you, not just Catholics and Christians. Think about it. Think how much religion is dividing people today. Think how the superiority of those sitting in churches is dividing more people than bringing them together and uniting them. See how many people who profess to know and love and serve God are causing wars and fighting and anger amongst each other, rather than bringing them together, loving them, having compassion, helping them, serving each other, making the world a better place. Knowing God and serving God is about respecting other people, having compassion, being kind, trying to better oneself, not looking for the faults in others. It's about finding humility, not superiority. And it's time the leaders in churches were sitting there, making people sit in those pews or chairs and think hard. Are you there for the right reason? Are you really serving God properly? Or are you somehow thinking yourself so superior, so wonderful, all because you're sitting there, or because you sometimes say prayers? Well, I know people who don't profess to know God, but they're far better people than a lot of those sitting in churches, far better than people I often speak to about this subject. who think they're somehow better than others. I sat with a lady today who's a Muslim, converted Muslim. Her mother's a Jehovah's Witness. I'm a Catholic. We sat and talked quite happily together. We respected each other. We had the same views as each other. There were no differences. We came into this world not of a faith. We came in the same as each other. We were born of no faith, of no religion, and we will go out of no faith necessarily or no religion. It's what we do in between that matters, not what religion we belong to, and not how superior we feel. It's time people learnt that by being part of religion and acting in such a superior manner, they are the ones guilty of pushing others further from God due to their behaviour. People are looking at you for examples of the sort of people who profess to love and know and serve God, and what they're seeing is leaving everybody wanting. You need to look within yourself. Religions need to unite, not divide. People need to learn respect. And if you don't believe in everything, and if you are sitting there looking at your watch trying to get out as quickly as possible, then maybe you need to stop being a hypocrite and going to church. Maybe you need to look inside and ask yourself why you're actually there. Because it won't be for the right reasons. And if you're sitting there thinking yourself superior to others because of your beliefs, then you also need to look inside yourself and ask why you feel superior. Because I can assure you, having anger, disrespect, or a feeling of superiority towards or against and above others is nothing at all to do with God. So if you are any of those things and believe you're following him, think again.